Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Motorman Dan, and today we're talking about the bowling boulder. When shot, boulder rolls out, dealing physical damage, knocking back enemies. It's a war scenario only traps, so it's not that great, but we're going to take a look at it anyways. You gotta do 10,000 damage in order to unlock the unique upgrades, which is increased roll distance or explodes on destruction. Alright, we're going to go ahead and test on front lawn. It's the best one to test anything out if you're looking to test anything out for yourself. Front lawn is the map to go to. So we're going to take a look at that. But first, we need to take a look at the game files. So here in the rolling boulder attributes, we have boulder lifetime of 10 seconds. It's going to essentially mean that it rolls for 78 or 96 grid squares, 96 being with the upgrade for longer lifetime or increased roll distance. We'll take a look at that. So boulder lifetime is 10 seconds. Initial speed, great. Explosion radius is 600. Okay, so that's, let's see, that is, what is that, 5 grid squares, I believe, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 5 grid squares. Grid squares is the size of a guardian archer. So the footprint of a guardian archer, put 5 of those together in like a circle, and that's the explosion radius. The destruction sensitivity, I have no idea what that means exactly, but it's sensitive to explosion. I don't know. Primary damage is 100. Secondary, which is the explosion damage, if you get that on the upgrade, it's also 100. So it doubles the damage essentially, but only whenever it explodes. Okay. That being said, let's look at the trap protos. Really, the only thing to take away here is that its interaction distance is 3,000, so that's 20 grid squares. And that is for you to interact with it, where you can go up and press the letter E in order for you to manually trigger it. So if you're running like melee weapons or whatever, you can press the letter E within 3,000 interaction distance. I think that shouldn't have been a thing, and they should have made it to where you could interact with it from anywhere at all. But yeah, there you go. You have the cooldown of 10 seconds and the coin value of 1,800. So it's a relatively inexpensive war scenario trap. But yeah, it's also in the game files. It is called the rolling boulder. But yeah, okay. The upgrades for this, there's only 2 of them. You have the modifiability, which means you are either adding or subtracting to it. So you're adding 3 to the lifetime. As we saw earlier, the lifetime is 10. Now it takes it up to 13 seconds. All right, and then you got explosion on destruction. Use explosion. True. This is an override. That's going to be the secondary damage here. Also, I'd like to point out that this is one of the few traps that can mess with ogres and trolls. The affected weight class is very heavy enemies, so you have that. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into front lawn, and we'll take a peek at what it looks like. All right, just for your own visualization, this is what it looks like with the upgrade for the increased roll distance. I put it in the farthest away spot. This is the farthest point you're ever going to have. Each of these floor saws, rip saws, each of those is 6 grid squares. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So whatever 14 times 6 is. 84, so a minimum of 84, but you saw it kept going past it, so I mean it's difficult to judge, but essentially, yeah, it's pretty far. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a tar down, and let's take a look at something that happens here. Whenever you have a floor trap like tar, watch what happens to it. Boom, it gets knocked up and it falls back down. Now it stays airborne for 5 grid squares, no matter how far it's traveled. If you put it in the front or you put it in the back, it's always going to jump up that 5. It's not really a problem. It's not like 5 high, it's like 5 like in an arch. It's not really an issue though to have it move like that. It can miss kobolds and can miss orcs if it does jump over their heads, but otherwise it's not going to be too much of a problem there. Okay. The only other thing to know about it is a cool looking trap, but also you can go up here and press the letter F, and F is going to launch it. Again, like I said, you have to be close enough to do that. and then it will roll, roll, and roll. Now, if you put something like a barricade in the way, let's see what happens there. Check this out. So we're going to trigger it. And boom, it blows up on a barricade. It does not blow up on tar. And last but not least, we're going to see here. Is that not quite correct? Alright, we are going to do this. We're going to let them collide, and boom. They bump off of each other. Isn't that cool? So it's something fun to play around with if you use it on this map or other maps like it. I would always encourage using it with the mage tower, the war tower thing, I guess. But you do get it after you beat Colosseum, so it's before Order Temple. I don't think it's that great on Order Temple, but I mean, you could use it, I guess. It's just really expensive, and you might have to fight a bunch of stuff anyways. In Order Temple, it's better to build inside than outside. And you can't use these inside, so yeah, great. Okay, anyways, guys, that'll be it for the barrel. I don't even remember what it's called. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for the bowling boulder trap. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow. I stream both YouTube and Twitch. Let me know in the comments if you use this at all, and if you do, in a creative way, let me know. Things that you might like to bounce it off of, or maps that you put it in certain places. I think that the one thing they need to do with this trap is they need to have it automatically trigger, similar to the beehive, where if an enemy is close enough, it'll just trigger anyways, instead of you having to shoot it. Because the whole problem is that when you're fighting multiple gates, if you spend 1,800 or 3,600 or even more to have one or more of these, and you have to run away to fight something else, it's just going to be sitting there, wasted money, not doing anything. Obviously, they're not probably going to update the game anymore, so it is where it is, but that's what I would have liked to have seen with this trap. But that's okay. It is what it is. But anyways, guys, so hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you on the flip side. Deuces.